Hello, my name is Hunter Gregg, and this is for Module 1 discussion-based assessment. And I was asked to discuss 1 to 2 emotional health issues a teenager might face. So I chose anxiety. Many teens experience anxiety, which can be caused by school pressures, social challenges, or personal issues. It might show up as a constant worry, nervousness, or physical symptoms like a racing heart. I chose anxiety because it's probably one of the most common health emotional issues a teenager can face nowadays with social media and stuff like that. So that's one of them. The other one I chose to do was depression. Depression is another common issue among teens. Symptoms can include feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or lack of interest in activities they once enjoyed. This can affect their mood, sleep, or daily activities. I chose depression because, again, it's another one of the most common emotional health issues that a teen can face nowadays. Both of these issues can impact a teenager's overall well-being and require support from friends, family, or mental health professionals to manage effectively. So, one real-life example is school pressure for anxiety to give you anxiety. School pressure. A teenager might feel anxious or depressed due to high academic expectations, such as getting good grades or preparing for college. The stress of exams, homework, and competition with peers can lead to feelings of feeling overwhelmed. Now we're going to use the decision-making process. So identify the problem. Recognize what decisions need to be made to understand the issue or challenge you are facing, whether it be facing anxiety or depression. Gather information. Collect relevant information and details about the problem. This includes researching options, understanding possible outcomes, and gathering advice if needed. So, and then there's consider alternatives. Think about different ways to solve the problem or make the decision. List all possible options and consider the pros and cons of each one. So, for consider alternatives, you could think about the different ways to solve your anxiety or depression. Evaluate alternatives. Weigh the advantages and disadvantages of each option. Consider how each alternative aligns with your goals and values. Step 5 is make a decision. Choose the option that best addresses the problems and aligns with evaluation. This is the step where you commit to a course of action. The 6th step is implement the decision. Put your chosen option into action. This involves planning how you will execute the decision and taking the necessary steps to carry it out. And finally, the last step of the decision-making process is, after implementing the decision, assess the outcomes to see if it resolved the problem. Reflect on the process and learn from the experience to improve future decision-making. Okay, 1, identify the problem of anxiety or depression. The teenager is feeling persistently sad, unmotivated, and overwhelmed. They are struggling with depression, which is affecting their daily life and well-being. Number 2, gather information. Learn about different ways to manage depression, such as therapy, medication, exercise, and support groups. Consultation. Talk to a school counselor, family doctor, or trusted adult for advice and resources. Self-assessment. Reflect on what has worked in the past and what might you be comfortable with. Number 3 of the decision-making process for depression. Consider alternatives. Therapy. Seeking professional help from a therapist or a counselor. Medication. Consulting a doctor about antidepressants if appropriate. Exercise. Engaging in regular physical activity to boost mood and reduce stress. Support groups. Joining a support group to connect with others who have similar experiences. Self-care. Practicing self-care techniques like journaling, mindfulness, or hobbies. Those are all amazing ways to help out with your depression. Sometimes medication might work better than therapy or the other way around. It all depends on the person and what they think would work best for them. Evaluate alternatives. Therapy. Pros, including professional guidance and coping strategies. Cons, may be the time commitment and potential cost. Therapy could be expensive, so that could be an issue for you. Medication. Pros, include potential relief from symptoms. Cons, might be side effects and the need for a prescription. Side effects of medication can be bad, like really bad. I've seen it firsthand, so I know. So that's still an option though. It could help out. Exercise. Pros, include physical benefits and improved mood. Cons, might be needing motivation to start. It is very hard to start exercising, especially with depression. But just push through it. Support groups. Pros, including shared experiences and support. Cons, may include initial discomfort or scheduling issues. So a pro for, what I like about pros for support groups is other people who have had depression, they could really help you out with your depression because they've been through it and they could be going through it for longer than you. They know more about it than you, so they could help you. Self-care. Pros, include low cost and flexibility. Cons, might be less effective without professional help. So that's also a good option. Those are all amazing options. Again, it just depends on the person. Make a decision. After evaluating the alternatives, the teenager decides to start with therapy. This option provides professional support and a structured way to address their feelings and develop coping strategies. Step 6 of the decision-making process. Implement the decision. Schedule an appointment. Find a local therapist and set up an initial appointment. Prepare. Write down thoughts and feelings to discuss during the sessions. Commit. Make a plan to attend sessions regularly and follow through with any recommendations from the therapist. Review decisions. Assess progress. After a few sessions, evaluate how therapy is impacting their mood and overall well-being. Seek feedback. Discuss with the therapist if the current approach is working and if adjustments may or may not be needed with what's going on. Reflect. Consider how therapy is helping with depression and whether additional or alternative solutions like exercise, support groups, medication should be explored if needed. A structured approach helps a teenager make an informed decision to take effective steps to manage their depression. That is all I have to talk about for this. Thank you.